What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? It's your man, Great Mac, coming to you again with another episode of the Great Mac Show. 7:30 in the morning, Central Time. God, that was kind of loud in my ear, too. 7:30 in the morning, Central Time. 8:30 over on the East Coast. And if you're on the West Coast, it's 5:30 in the morning. Get your ass up and let's get ready for work. On today's episode, I'm going to tell you or talk to you about the latest news that a lot of people don't know about, even the major trade. I've been telling you the theme of the mainstream media. Jonathan Majors is now going to be a presenter at the NAACP Theater Awards. So are things looking up for Jonathan Majors? For me, it most definitely is. But of course, I want to hear from you. Hopefully, you guys are happy. Hope you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gan over at the Heavy Gan channel. But you already know how I do it. The real question is, all right. Good morning. Frankenstein's, good morning to you. Good morning. Tommy, good morning. Yes, all the fake news and headlines are trying to label him as an abuser is failing. Now that the video of him running from that woman for 5 blocks, it flubbed up the narrative. He absolutely right. And the constant challenging of the narrative and shutting shish down with facts from the case is shutting up the trolls. You're not lying. He said he is rising from the grave. He's rising from the ashes. Sheep Animations, what's going on? Good morning, Junior Network. What's up? Good morning to you, Roberta. Good morning. And of course, my man Jay Young, aka Bruce Leroy. What's up with it? Good morning. Rising from the ashes created by the haters. Because these haters can't stand a brother that shines. Yes. Tracy Woods, what's up? And I wanted to make a video on this. Got the information yesterday. I was going to say something about Blurred AF. I was actually going to do a short video because I wasn't going to actually go live this morning. And I spent the majority of the night just cleaning and getting some stuff together that I haven't straightened up, my collection, all that kind of stuff. I did post a new short. I don't know if you guys are into my, all my crap in the back. You know what I mean? But I made a short little video about my Turtles collection. That is ridiculous. You know what I mean? So hope you can check out that short on YouTube. Just tell me what you guys think about it. Tracy Woods, what's up? Good morning. Erica Dixon, what is good? Good morning. All right. So let's get to I'm not going to hold you guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to hold you guys long. I don't even know how long this live is going to be. But I want to dispel a couple narratives about Jonathan Majors. One of those, Jonathan Majors, basically was just around white people. He didn't really, he didn't hang around blacks and all of this stuff. This is a narrative that needs to be disposed of in the first place. There is something I want to share with you guys. Hopefully I can find it. Yes, this is what I wanted to read. Reciting the letter for Birmingham jail. And I want to play this because when Jonathan was saying, and again, when I talked to him myself, he even said to me, man, that was just so taken out of context. Like, we know when you say that you was a good man and what you're looking for and all of that, what needs to be said don't need to be explained. But for some people, it does need to be explained. And they just think because he was with a white woman that, he's not black enough, or he was somebody. One of the comedians said he dresses like a time traveler. So for being he who remains in the Marvel Cinematic Universe was a perfect role for him. I get the jokes, all of that stuff. But when he starts talking about his community and his love for his community, I don't think we take into consideration just how much that really means to him. So I'm gonna play this video from the when he did the letter from Birmingham, the Martin Luther King now for 2019. I think this is to me. I just want to show you guys, how effective, Jonathan Majors can be in our community. All the other crap that they was trying to do, it didn't make any sense to me. So let me show you guys this. If you haven't seen it, this is Jonathan Majors reciting the letter for Birmingham jail, Martin Luther King, MLK now 2019. Let's go. Let me get into this.
My dear fellow clergymen, we have waited more than 340 years for our constitutional and God-given rights. The nations of Asia and Africa are moving with jet-like speed toward gaining political independence, but we still creep at a horse and buggy pace toward getting a cup of coffee at the lunch counter. Perhaps it is easy for those who have never felt the stinging darts of segregation to say, wait. But when you have seen vicious mobs lynch your mothers and your fathers at will and drown your sisters and brothers at whim, when you have seen hate-filled policemen curse, kick, and even kick your black brothers and sisters, when you have seen the vast majority of your 20 million Negro brothers smothering in an airtight cage of poverty in the midst of an affluent society, when you have suddenly found your tongue twisted and your speech stammering as you seek to explain to your 6-year-old daughter why she can't go to the public amusement park that was just advertised on television, and see tears welling up in her eyes when she is told that Funtown is closed to colored children.
I don't know if you guys are noticing how much of a method that Jonathan is, but he's literally tapping in to that MLK spirit, if you haven't caught it just yet. Let's keep going.
And see the ominous clouds of inferiority beginning to form in her little mental sky. And see her beginning to distort her personality by developing an unconscious bitterness towards white people. When you are humiliated day in and day out by nagging signs reading white and colored. When your first name becomes nigger, your middle name becomes boy, however old you are, and your last name becomes John. Your wife and mother are never given the respected title Mrs. You are harried by day and haunted by night by the fact that you are a Negro, living constantly at a tiptoe stance, never quite knowing what to expect next, and are plagued with the inner fears and outer resentments. When you are forever fighting a degenerating sense of nobodiness, then you will understand why we find it difficult to wait. There comes a time when the cup of endurance runs over, and men are no longer willing to be plunged into the abyss of despair. I hope, sirs, you can understand our legitimate and unavoidable impatience. You express a great deal of anxiety over our willingness to break laws. This is certainly a legitimate concern. One may ask, how can you advocate breaking some laws and obeying others? The answer lies in the fact that there are two types of laws, just and unjust. I would be first.
I love how he's reading this because he never picked up the paper, not once. He's just giving it to you the way it is. Again, this is from MLK Now 2019. It's a reason why I'm talking about this when I get into the actual story.
To advocate obeying just laws. One has not only a legal but a moral responsibility to just laws. Conversely, one has a moral responsibility to disobey unjust laws. I would agree with St. Augustine that an unjust law is no law at all. I hope the church as a whole will meet the challenge of this decisive hour. But even if the church does not come to the aid of justice, I have no despair about the future. We will reach the goal of freedom in Birmingham and all over the nation. Because the goal of America is freedom. Abused and scorned though we may be, our destiny is tied up with America's destiny. Before the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth, we were here. Before the pen of Jefferson etched the majestic words of the Declaration of Independence across the pages of history, for more than 2 centuries, our forebears labored in this country without wages. They made cotton king. They built the homes of their masters while suffering gross injustices and shameful humiliation. And yet, out of the bottomless vitality, they continue to thrive and develop. If the inexpressible cruelties of slavery could not stop us, the opposition we face now surely will fail. We will win our freedom because the sacred heritage of our nation and eternal will of God are embodied in our echoing demands. Before closing, I feel impelled to mention one other point in your statement that has troubled me profoundly. You warmly commended the Birmingham police force for keeping order and preventing violence. I doubt that you would have so warmly commended the police force if you had seen its dogs sinking their teeth into unarmed, non-violent Negroes. I doubt that you would so quickly commend the policemen if you were to observe their ugly and inhumane treatment of Negroes here in the city jail. It is true that the police have exercised a degree of discipline in handling the demonstrators. In this sense, they have conducted themselves rather non-violently in public. But for what purpose? To preserve the evil system of segregation. Over the past few years, I have constantly preached that nonviolence demands that the means we must be as pure to seek pure ends. I have tried to make clear that it is wrong to use immoral means to attain moral ends. But now I must affirm that it is just as wrong, or perhaps even more so, to use moral means to preserve immoral ends. I hope this letter finds you strong in the faith. I also hope that circumstances will soon make it possible for me to meet each of you, not as an integrationist or a civil rights leader, but as a fellow clergyman and Christian brother. Let us all hope that the dark clouds of racial prejudice will soon pass away and the deep fog of misunderstanding will be lifted from our fear-drenched communities. And in some not too distant tomorrow, the radiant stars of love and brotherhood will shine over our great nation with all their scintillating beauty. Yours for the cause of peace and brotherhood, Martin Luther King, Jr.
Now, mind you, remember when everybody was talking crazy about Jonathan Majors and, he's only with a black woman because he was with a white woman and he needed to change his image. And how, Jonathan Majors, if he was really truly for black people, he would have been with a black woman, yada, yada, yada. But don't have that same energy for Harry Belafonte. Don't have that same energy for Jonathan Baldwin, who was a gay man in the civil rights movement. You know what I mean? We make all these excuses when we're angry at somebody and who they talk to, right? We make all these particular type of excuses, but we never look at the heart of a man and never actually see exactly what he can be for our community. Now, I take this exactly the energy that he gave, because when he gave that speech, when I listened to this speech, and I've listened to this a few times, but him saying it, of course he's embodying the voice or the tone in his own unique way of Martin Luther King, right? But it doesn't take away the feeling and the energy and the way that he's presenting this. So of course he loves his blackness. Despite what he went through with the white woman, he loved his blackness, right? So I love the fact, and I'm about to pull this up. I love the fact that he is now a presenter at the NAACP Theater Awards that's coming in June. He will be one of the presenters of this event. And this is the 30th anniversary of this. Now, remember when people say they say he need to go to Tubi, he's going to be blackballed, he's going to have to start from the bottom. They don't know if he's going to be able to get back to Marvel, all of this stuff, that, and the other. Again, if this man was blackballed and nobody wanted to deal with him, number one, why would he was at the NAACP Awards? Why was he at the After Awards? You know what I mean? There is a reason. There is a reason why he's being put in this position, because for one, black people already seen what he went through was wrong. We can all agree that if you're going to beat your partner, you're not all of a sudden going to turn around full sprint and run from them also. If that is the case. We've all seen that footage, and we've had conversations, especially on this channel. This is his brother's comeback. To me, these are the things that's looking up for him. Now, one thing I'm going to show you, because I ain't got enough money, because, I got to pay child support. But you see the presenters that's with him. So the presenters is going to be Margaret Avery, Richard Lawson, Jonathan Majors, Rolando Boyce, Tammy Mack, Kenny Lattimore, Nadine Ellis, Lisa Ray McCoy. Those are going to be the presenters for the NAACP award. But remember, he was supposed to be blackballed and he was supposed to be all these things. Why is he getting this opportunity? Why now he wants to show his blackness? Because I guarantee you, and again, people pick and choose what they want to show, especially when you're talking about blogs and all of this, right? Jonathan Majors fan club. When we went out to, with the Jonathan Majors fan club, and I went out there with Danny, and we was in front of all these reporters. We're literally coming out of the courtroom, and all of these news reporters and all of that. Who are you? Are you in solidarity with Jonathan Majors? That's why you all got red hats, yada, yada, yada. But you know what no one did, especially the black media, the black blogs, was like, hey, these guys actually have support of Jonathan Majors. Maybe we need to reach out to one of them to see why you're supporting him. If this man was the big bad wolf, right? If we done seen him blow down all these damn houses, why are you standing next to this man watching him blow down these houses? If that's what you think we saw. They didn't do that. They didn't repost it, and of course, I didn't post it the day of. But they never posted the pictures of the Jonathan Majors fan group with Jonathan Majors. Or with Megan Good. My video damn near went viral. Why? Because they want to paint a narrative on his brother, even the black blogs. Why you think the Shade Room ain't picked up the simple fact that Jonathan Majors is going to be a presenter at the NAACP Theater Awards? Now you think it is just a theater awards, whatever, but look who he's around. Look who's Look who's there. You see what I mean? Look who's there. You know what I mean? And the simple fact is that they allowed this brother to be a presenter means that, number one, we still see, somebody, one of us, it's not the blogs, it's not this juicy hot gossip and all this other bullshit. I'm calling it what it is bullshit. They're not falling for it. They're saying we can be able to uplift our brother back up. We're going to uplift our brother back up. You know what I mean? Like, we talking about the shade room, and apologies. I'm going to get to some of y'all that's in here. I'm going to chat in with y'all. But apologetic Simmer, you know what killed me? Is that video with me making good, Jonathan Majors in the background, all of that, it literally, like, I gained a lot of, like, views off of that, right? They didn't even repost something like that. They're like, why is Jonathan Majors hanging out with these people? Why is Making Good hanging out with these people? Who are these people? Right? But they show Lil Meech taking his mama and his grandma to the strip club. What are we doing as Black people? Like, is this what we consume? Like, is this what... And of course, everybody doubted because it's hot mess. This hot mess. But you know what everybody was pissed off about? Why the hell did he who the hell he think he is? Why he gonna say he need a woman like Coretta Scott King? Yada, yada, yada. But saying, hey, grandma and mama need to go kick it too in the club with the strippers on Mother's Day. It's almost like, where's our brains regressing to? You know what I mean? This is why, again, I'm praying for this brother most definitely, but I can't wait for him to win. I can't wait for him to win. This is another win. This is another win. And it's funny because, again, the blogs, all of this other stuff, hell, the ones that was going after him ain't picking this up. But you know what? One of these comic book, I gotta search for content, from Hollywood Reporter and all this other stuff because it's content. I gotta keep up with it. You know what they was talking about? Oh, the MCU just cast a perfect person to replace Kang, but not seeing the tiny breadcrumbs that we got going on to boost this brother's. Where he's at in the space in Hollywood. This is in LA too. And I like LA. I like LA more than New York for this simple reason is that he's going to get more support in LA. And I want to show you also, is it on here? I think I seen it earlier. One of the people that is, I believe, that is hosting this is a part of the LA community. Let me see if I can find this. Find this again. And I just want you to let me see if I can find. Yeah. I'm just gonna post share this real quick. Heather Hunt. She is a councilwoman for the 10th district. Right? Now, I'm saying this for a reason. That's why I played the Martin Luther King. We was doing the Martin Luther King speech and how important a brother like this is to our community. Because if he was so detrimental and he was out here slapping and beating people and on his Ike Turner or whatever, why this community service award winner, Heather Hunt, having a guy like that in her presence, where she's a councilwoman of the 10th district. The narrative, I told y'all, the narrative was never going to work. The narrative was never going to work Let me say this again. The narrative was never going to work. Why? For the simple fact, for the just this small portion right here, we seen it on camera. If we made a decision on camera. Now more black people's like, brother need to get his job back at Marvel. As a matter of fact, I might not even watch another Marvel movie till I find out he's coming back. Why would I want to support Marvel and they can't support the black people that they done fired? Bo DeMayo, killing it right now. Fired for no apparent reason whatsoever. Because he got an OnlyFans. Wasn't that man going through the writer's strike just earlier? Got to make my money, son. I ain't mad at him. You know, Jonathan Majors got caught up in some bullshit. A bump in the road. You know what I mean? A straight bump in the road. Why can't he have his thing back? Why can't he have his life back? You know what I mean? This ain't like he ain't on no Diddy. He ain't on no whatever Drake got going on too. You know what I mean? It's you know, or the allegations, allegedly. But what I'm saying is that it's not as egregious as people would make it to seem to be. So I think this here is a step in the right direction. Step in the right direction. Because the more that and this is the reason why I did this, because I actually had to get permission. I'm not gonna lie, I had to get permission. And see if it was okay. You know, I had to get permission because a lot of people don't know this. But since it got put on the Jonathan Majors fan club site, I went ahead and posted it, and I told the individual, hey, I'm gonna make a video on it. Because what I want is the positive stuff before the mainstream media gets this and shoot it to hell. Because that's what they will do. They will shoot it to hell. But the first thing they will say is, you know, Jonathan Majors will be one of the presenters of the 2024 NAACP Theater Awards, coming directly off his assault and harassment court he just finished in March or April. That's how they will spin it. You know, he's one of the presenters along with this, that, and the other. But let's not forget that Jonathan Majors just got sentenced to 24. To a year of domestic violence classes. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? So I needed to get in front, and I had to pitch it that way to get in front of the story before they get in front of the story. Because when they will get in front of the story, that's exactly how they were presented. They're not going to tell you that it's a reckless assault. They're not going to tell you that the harassment charge is not even a crime. It's a city ticket. It is literally a violation, not even a crime. This is what I'm trying to get ahead of. You know what I mean? So that way, when the mainstream media, when the Hollywood Reporters and the TMZ, even TMZ, sometimes they'll switch up depending on who's writing, depending on who's saying it. They would even do it. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. I've been on the show for up damn near 2 years, but I'm keeping it a buck. They do it too. Because again, it's about clicks. It's about tuning in. It's about all this other shit instead of telling the damn truth. And the truth of the matter is, they are rebuilding this brother's career stone by stone, brick by brick. When I told you he was at the After Awards, what did I tell you guys? I said Jonathan Majors is around the right people to help him rebuild his image. You know what I mean? Him just with Megan Good, and again, I'm gonna tell you from the horse's mouth. I'm not trying to cuss a lot this morning. I'm trying to stop it. From the horse's mouth, they are a real couple. Trust and believe that. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. The other people that was with me saw it with their own 2 eyes. Go ask Danny and all the other. We seen it. They are a real company. That's not something, a facade or all that other bullshit that people was talking about. Like, oh, he's just doing this because, once again, the black women got to say the a black man because he done dated a white woman, and look what happened. Y'all don't say that about Serena Williams. Y'all don't say that about other black women like Chili, who's dating Joy Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Or is Joy Lawrence one of them? You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, girl, he's your piece. He's acknowledging you. As soon as the brother date the white woman, oh, and then he go black to dating black women. Oh, he's getting saved. Nobody said that about Lupita Nyong'o. You know what I mean? About the person she's dating. You know what I mean? Oh, that's his flavor. That's what he like. But if a brother like that flavor, he like a little cream in his coffee. It's the most detrimental thing on the face of the planet. So that's why I'm ahead of these stories. So you don't get fed to the mainstream media, and the mainstream media have you thinking like they want you to think. What did Clayton Binsby tell y'all in 2003? Don't let the liberal media tell you how to think and feel. He told y'all. There's a reason why he told y'all. You know what I mean? Because what the mainstream media does is, for one, they're coming to divide black people. They're coming to divide black people. They're coming to divide black people. They're coming to divide us by, just relationships. Men versus women. Men can't do this. Women can do that. You know what I mean? They come to divide us, economically. Well, women out here making all this money while the brothers ain't making that type of money. You know what I mean? They're tearing down our family dynamics because they want to show you what they want to show you, but they don't want to tell you the truth. So it's up to people like me to tell you what the mainstream media is going to do, why these videos like this is so important, why we need to jump on this before they destroy our brother. And thank you, Unapologetic Simmer, for the 1999 super chat. I really appreciate it. She said, talk your shit, cuz. Nah, yeah, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for that super chat. Let me give you this one. Thank you so very much for that super chat. I really appreciate it. But that's the thing. That's the thing out here. What that I look at, that I want to get in front of and counter. Because again, the mainstream media be on some bullshit to destroy us. And then what we do, the problem that I'm pointing this out because you have to be cognizant of what they do. You have to be very cognizant of what they do. Here we go again with you got to be very cognizant of what the mainstream media does. And what the mainstream media tries to do, and their biggest goal, especially with us, and it's been like this since the civil rights movement, let's plant certain things for a divide and conquer. Because if I can sway you over to my side, well, you ain't even worried about anything. You ain't worried about it. Remember, I just watched a video. I uploaded one of my videos to TikTok, and I watched a brother who got on Stevie Wonder and all these other people when Kendrick and Drake is doing a rap beef and they going back and forth, they dropping songs and culture is up. Everybody's excited. Oh, you hear this song, you hear that song, yada yada yada. And it was like, oh, that's a distraction. Oh, this is this. Oh, this is that. Yet you look at these people's social media and all of that, and they're not talking about free Palestine. This said truth, electrify, best pacify. Exactly. And Nate needed this protection. You're absolutely right. Nate needed this protection. I wish I was doing YouTube at this time, honestly. And we sabotage ourselves because we don't see the value in ourselves. Remember, when all of this started, how many black people jumped on the train destroying Jonathan Major before anything even happened. You know what I mean? Before anything ever happened. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people who fell into COINTELPRO and went into like the Black Panther parties, whatever, infiltrated them. No Diddy and no Drizzy. You know what I mean? It just amazes me. You know what I mean? How we still are caught up in the bull job. That's what bothers me. And how we fall for the mainstream media. And Jairus, I told you, I looked that man in the face and I told him, you're getting hired back on this in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And he told me, I hope so. Nah, I'm giving you this affirmation. I'm putting this in you. You're going back to Marvel. You're going. Yeah. I mean, true. Everybody was all, look at her. She's so happy. Yada, yada, yada. Remember, I did a video on TMZ about it. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy the way that this, the way that we think. It's an F Deadpool until Jonathan Major gets Roller Cane back. And what's up, Rashad? I bet you he get a lot of love when he does too. When I tell you to come, we all told him. I think Pam, Libra, Terrence, they was giving. I'm telling you, the man started crying when they was giving him his affirmations. Like the comeback is greater than the fall. The comeback is greater than the fall. Exactly. And Pam, you're not lying. You're not lying. So I'm gonna wrap this up a little early. Not gonna lie, it's a lot of other stuff that I got going on too. So I'm gonna wrap this up a little early because I would like to see the NAACP have more of a grassroots movement like in the past, but I digress. You're not lying. I seen this earlier, Nita Beta, and you're absolutely right. I don't care for the NAACP for their non-action on a lot of issues, but at least they got this one right. Whatever it takes for this brother to get back, that's all I care about. Whatever it takes for this brother, when it's, as long as he ain't at no parties. You know what I'm saying? For it is not you who speak, but the spirit of your Father speaking through you. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it was very powerful. And again, I love James Baldwin. But Baldwin had to hide a lot of who he was, but he still got his point across. So I haven't listened to none of Kendrick Drake's raps. Hey, I would say go. What's up, Kat? I'm back at the beginning, but hell yeah. I'm at this point. I hope DC and Guns hires his brother. I still believe personally, he's back in the MCU. They just got it. You got to have this type of press, not the press. The last time they said anything about Jonathan Majors in the blogs and all of that was Jonathan Major with Megan Good and she in the bathing suit and they was looking more at Megan Good's booty than they, you know what I'm saying, than anything. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, dude is killing it right now. Appreciate it, Greg. Appreciate it. Me too, Dre, as long as it's empowerment and healthy. What's up, James Willis? What's up? All right. Let me go ahead and start. You already know it.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
All right. Let me go ahead and wrap this thing up. Robin, I got the autobiography of James Baldwin. I love James Baldwin's videos. I got one of his videos as a short on my channel. Yeah, I love James Baldwin. James Baldwin is one of the brilliant minds of the civil rights movement. Dude was just, James Baldwin was so intelligent, so thoughtful. The way he spoke, man, it really inspires me. Daily. But you know I got to get up out of here. Thank you so very much for tuning in to another episode of the Dre Mac Show. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe power, y'all. Enjoy you guys' Tuesday. Where's my outro at? Let's get up out of here.
Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over?
What?
Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.